July 27, 1994. Two intruders attempt to disguise their features as they storm into the Miramar, Florida home of Butch Casey, a nightclub owner entertaining two female acquaintances after a night out.
You know, that tape has been, in so many respects, a blessing and a curse for us.
Deborah Bowie has watched the tragic footage dozens of times. Her sister, Sharon Anderson, is Casey's house guest, along with her friend,
There it is, man. Is that it?
In less than an hour, all three will be murdered, while a hidden security camera chronicles the attack.
And the blessing would be, there are lots of people who lose loved ones and never know what happened to them. But I know exactly what happened to her. I know everything that they did to her. And I realize from other people who have lost family members to violence that there's some peace in that.
In 2000, Seth Penalver and Pablo Ibar are sentenced to death for the triple homicide. Even as he awaits execution, though, Penalver continues insisting he's not the killer seen on the tape in the hat and glasses.
I'm still thinking that it's going to get right. It's going to get right somewhere.
If there's any case that deserves the death penalty, that is the worst of the worst cases, the most egregious cases, the most heinous, the most atrocious, the most cruel, that will be the crime that fits and should deserve the death penalty.
I just didn't believe it. This is no game for good. This is the real deal. I've hit rock bottom. They're gonna try to kill me.
From his cell on Florida's death row, he and his defense team begin the long, almost hopeless task of trying to reverse the guilty verdict.
Okay, honestly, the verdict is never good. I'm going under the computer. You know, I started getting all of my transcripts, my trial transcripts, and I read through them. You know, I was kind of upset after reading everything. I don't think I should ever do this.
So how did Penalver end up in this predicament? To hear him tell the story, it's part of a string of bad breaks that begin early in his childhood.
I was born in San Francisco, California. I think I came to South Florida at the age of maybe 3. At one time, my mom was on drugs. You know, she was clean for a little bit. And as I got older, maybe about the age of 13 or 14, you know, she started relapsing. So I was pretty much on my own since about the age of 14 or 15.
As he drifts further into his teens, Penalver finds a warped sense of solace in gang activity.
Back then, it was like a brotherhood, like a family. You know, you don't have a mother, you don't have a father, I don't have no sisters, I don't have no brothers. Everybody else is sort of like that too. So it's like you got
that forges its eyes in violence.
We were at a party one night. Something happened, and we did what we did.
Words are exchanged, and Penalver admits later that night, he and a group of friends shoot at a rival's home. No one is injured, but police quickly round up the participants. But by the time the killers raid the home in Miramar, Florida, Penalver is 21 and says he's working construction and breaking away from his criminal past. And while he's been going to Casey's bar, there's little besides the video to link him to the crime scene.
I can't hear you.
Since authorities admit DNA and fingerprint evidence is virtually non-existent.
All right, what's the take in?
Usually with crime scenes, you take something away from carpet fibers, hair snaps, things of that nature, which we had at the house for a few days. And again, came up with physical evidence. You would think at some point there could be some run together to now confirm you would have thought that it's Mr. Penalver. Maybe in the beginning they were onto something, but they clearly
once they had it all, they latched onto things that made leaks that they shouldn't have made.
But to Deborah Bowie, the video leaves no question about the identities of her sister's killers.
I could not close my eyes without seeing that face. I can, mimic the movements, exactly what happened, the look in her face, being thrown on the floor, feet tied. It was just, I felt like I was going crazy and I was consumed by that face.
I analyzed that video over and over to try to do something beneficial to my case to help me. Is there that one thing that everybody can do maybe I could say that would prove my case? I know I don't move like that, but how can I prove to anybody else? How do I get this call to the village?
This is Penalver, who constantly contacts his attorney from death row, bombarding him with strategy suggestions.
He's driving me crazy with his demand. I can't turn every stone over. I only turn over the ones that I think are going to bring me forward.
What Hilliard Moldoff is prepared to do is go to the Florida Supreme Court to dispute identifications made by a number of witnesses, including Penalver's ex-girlfriend.
They show her those two stills. She refused to identify them until the police say to her, okay, listen, if one of these is Pablo Ibar and one of these is Seth Penalver, which would be which? She was just honest. Well, if one is Seth and one is Pablo, this one's Seth and this one's Pablo.